Hello everybody, this is Todd with All Things Archery and Shooting. Today I've got a review on a new bullet company that I've come across. This one is the Acme high-tech coating bullet company. You can find me at acmebullet.com. What I've got today are 245 ACP loadings. There's 200 grain semi-wad cutter NLG, and then we got the 230 grain round nose NLG. Now these are coated bullets right here that actually bonded to the lead of the bullet, as you can see. This is a 230 grain round nose, and this is the 200 grain semi-wad cutter. So there's no we're going to take a look at the inside. There is no lube ring on the inside of these. Kind of cool box they got too. This box is really, look at this box. It's a real wood box. It's not something cheap or plastic. They come shipped to you just like this, and this whole top piece comes off, which is kind of neat. There you go. There's that one. And there's that one. Okay, we're going to be checking this out today on this. This is my 1911 full-size tactical that I built. This is built on a Stealth Arms 80% frame. I did all the work myself on it, except for the coating. I sent that off to be done. But I've used this gun to shoot IDPA and USPSA, and it shoots really well. I've probably got maybe 5,000 plus rounds through this, probably more than that, probably closer to 10 actually. I think about it. I've had it for a couple years now. But it's a good little gun. We're going to be checking this out later at the range time. We're going to be shooting out with this gun here. Okay. Now, there we go. All right. See the box? They come with these wood boxes. Each come off like this. They're nice rounds. As you can see, they're a fully coated bullet. There is no lube around them, you can see there. So we're going to take them out the range and see what they have. The load I used on this one is 5 grains of clean shot. We're using once fired PPU cases in them. Advertised velocity is 845 feet per second for the 230 grain and 890 feet per second for the 200 grain semi-wad cutter. So we're going to run this through our chronograph and see if those are still accurate and if the times are correctly. So we'll be heading out to the range here shortly and checking that out. But I just wanted to give you an idea. Again, this is Acme bullets. Here's the webpage. You want to check them out. They're not expensive. I think this box of 100 was like 11 bucks. So I mean, they're really cheap. They're not expensive at all. And you get them also in 500, 1,000 boxes as well. But I got 100 of each to try out, see which ones I like the best, and to see how it performs with my gun. So I've been using a standard hard cast 200 grain lead semi-wad cutters forever, one with a blue lube on them. And I want to try something different. I see a lot of my people I'm shooting with now using these coated bullets. They're supposed to perform a lot better, and I've never actually fired any of these or loaded any of them. So we're going to check it out and see how it works out. Okay? All right, let's head out to the range and see what she does. Okay, everybody, first one we're going to try is going to be the 200 grain semi-wad cutter. This is the round that from the Acme Bullet Company. We're going to see how fast this compares to the factory specs. Got my Chrono set up here. Get it turned on. See if they're working. Should say ready. Yep, there we go. Okay, we're going to stand back 10 feet. And see how it works, okay? First round. (880 feet per second). (885 feet per second). 885 feet per second. 886 feet per second. 907 feet per second. This is the 230 grain round nose Acme bullet. Okay, let's see what it does. (861 feet per second). 845 feet per second. 838 feet per second. 833 feet per second. 874 feet per second. Action is clear. Okay, so that was 5-shot string. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, we're going to try this with some arm score, 230 grain, listed velocity 830 feet per second. Let's see how it compares to our reloads. It's a full metal jacket, close up of the bullet. Let's give it a shot. I'm 10 feet away, and here we go. Ready? 762 feet per second. That's 782 feet per second. 798 feet per second. 803 feet per second. 808 feet per second. 814 feet per second. Let's see what the average is. Okay, this is going to be an accuracy test at 25 yards with a 200 grain lead semi-wad cutter from Acme Bullets, using 5 grains of clean shot powder with a CCI Large Pistol Primer and PPU once fired cases. Let's see how she does at 25 yards. I'm going back to 25 yards, and we're going to do this off a sandbag rest. Here we go. Okay, that was 5 shots at 25 yards. We're looking at about 2.5 to 3 inches with 1 flyer at the 6 o'clock mark. Still needs a little work on this load I'm building up. We're going to try the round ones, the 230 grain round ball next. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with the 230 grain round nose from Acme Bullets. 230 grain. We're going to shoot these at 25 yards from a bench rest using sandbags. Now let's see what kind of accuracy we can get out of this. Well, I'm not sure I like that. I don't like that. That doesn't look good at all for accuracy. Let me try that again with 5 more rounds. I think that's more than me than anything else. Okay, we're going to try that again. I'm going to 25 yards, 230 grain lead round nose Acme bullet. Let's see how it shoots. Okay, that did much better. I'm not sure what happened with the first time. Let me get my marking pen. Okay, this one, this one, this one, that one, and that was the first shot. These are my second shots. All right, again, that was at 25 yards. I'm not sure what happened on the first one. Maybe I was rushing it too fast. I took my time on the second one. And if you circle all of these here, second round, that's about a 2.5 to 3 inch group. So I can do with that. 230 grain lead round nose. All right. Next is going to be the arm score factory ammo. See how it shoots at 25 yards. Okay, now we're going to shoot the arm score 230 grain factory full metal jacket, 830 feet per second. This is what the round looks like. Here's a close-up of the round. Let's see how this performs at 25 yards from a sandbag rest. Range is hot. Okay, that is the arm score, 230 grain. Let's see what we got here. We've got 2 flyers here. I'd say that's probably my fault. But we got 3 circled within an inch. It's pretty darn good, I think. Again, this is at 25 yards with factory ammo. Okay. Okay, we're going to finish up here by running some steel. First, we're going to run the 200 grain semi-wad cutters. And then we're going to run some 230 grain lead round nose. All right, let's get to it. Range going hot. Distance is 7 yards. Okay. That was the 200 grain lead semi-wad cutter. Now we're going to run the 230 grain lead round nose. All right, range going hot. Distance 7 yards. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So my early reaction to the Acme bullets, the reloading bullets, they're good bullets. They worked well. I had no misfunctions or no malfunction to read. They all worked flawlessly. We got good velocity out of them. So get a chance, give the Acme bullets a try. Alrighty, let's get back to the shop now and get a debrief on what we got going on here. Later. All right, everybody. This is Todd with all things archery and shooting. This is the debrief on the ammo test for the Acme High-Tech 200 grain semi-wad cutter, the Acme High-Tech 230 grain lead round nose NLG, and also the Armscore Factory 230 grain full metal jacket. The reloads consist of 5 grains of clean shot powder, I'm using PPU once fired cases and CCI Large Pistol Primers. These were seeded to an overall length of 1.210. Okay, let's start with the 230 grain. 230 grain, I had one flyer down here. All these targets are 25 yards, and they're shot from a sandbag rest. So I have one flyer down here, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 4 there come out to 3.24 inches, but if you count these 3 here, the main 3, you throw these 2 big ones out, that is just under 1.5 inches. So, I mean, this is not quite where I wanted to be at, but it's almost there. I'm going to play a little more with this and try to get it round. The average feet per second on this one originally was listed for this particular load was 830 feet per second, and it actually came out to 850 feet per second. So they put this down a little bit kind of low for a 230 grain. So again, this is 5 grains of clean shot powder, estimated 850 feet per second, actual 830 feet per second. I have a 5-inch barrel Colt government model. The 200 grain. This is interesting. Now, the first shot I had, which you see right here, I don't know what happened there. I was just shooting too fast, I think. I wasn't concentrating, wasn't watching my front sight. Then I stopped and redid. You'll see on the video where I redid and re-slowed down. And then I shot these here. And as you can see, this group right here, if you add all 5 of those up, that puts it at 2.84 inches at 25 yards for 5 shots. That is respectable accuracy. That I can live with. Okay. Both of these loads worked flawlessly. They didn't jam up. They shot clean. Their bores clean. They run clean. So I'm very happy with this. The estimated velocity on this was with this 200 grain was 910 feet per second with 5 grains of clean shot powder. It actually came out to 888 grains on average of 5 shots. So a little bit less than the advertised velocity, but hey, I'll stick with it. The arm score. According to arm score, this box says it has 230 grain load, and it should reach 830 feet per second out of a 5-inch barrel, which is what I was shooting, a 5-inch government model. And this one is quite accurate. Look at these 3 shots here. That's the most accurate load I had. And it is 1.5 inches for the 3. If you throw out these 2 flyers, if you count these 2 flyers in at 25 yards, then it opens up to over almost 5 inches if you open it up here. So the first 3 in the middle, believe it or not, these are the first 3 I shot, and these 2 I threw for some reason. But the average, the estimated velocity on the box was 830 feet per second. The actual velocity on this one was 801 feet per second. Okay, so there we go. All rounds worked flawlessly in my pistol. I had no issues on them. Temperature outside was about 85 degrees. It was a little bit hot, a little bit humid. All was shot at 25 yards on my home range. I was shooting off a sandbag rest. So, I mean, all in all, a pretty respectable showing for this clean shot powder. First time I've used it. And the Acme high-tech coated 45 ACP 200 grain semi-wad cutter bullets and the Acme high-tech 230 grain round nose lead. I still got some work to do on these loads to get them where I want to get at. I want to try to get this 230 grain to around 825 feet per second, and I want to get this Acme to right around 880 feet per second for target work. So I got a little more work to do, so I'll mix up some more. I'll play around with the grainage and the load data and see if we can get some more different report. But so far I'm pretty respectful. I'm really happy with this. They compared favorably to the factory loads, and I mean, these Acme bullets are great. I mean, they're inexpensive. They run about $11 for 100, which I can't beat. So I mean, you really can't go wrong. Give them a shot. Try them out. These are sized at 452 instead of 451. So, but they seem to work fine in my Colt 1911 5-inch. All right. That is the debrief on it, and I want to thank you for watching. Stay tuned. I got some more gun tests and ammo tests coming up. My next ammo test I'm going to be on defensive ammo for 45, 9mm, and 38 Special, 357 Magnum, and 380. We're going to be shooting into some ballistic gelatin, 10% ballistic gelatin over the chronograph, and using different manufacturers of ammo, factory ammo, see which one's the best and performs the best out of my different Colt weapons that I have. So stay tuned for that. That'll be the next one coming up. And I want to thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please click that like button. And if you have any questions, please drop me a line down at the bottom and I'll be sure to answer them. And stay tuned for my next review, and I will keep you notified. Also, click that bell next to it, so when all my reviews get posted, you'll be notified right away so you can check them out. All right, thanks a lot now. Until then, ciao.